Too Real TV, man. We live. I know people gonna start popping up and oh shit, ain't Too Real TV. He back home. We got Vision.
San Antonio is the new Texas. Texas.
That nigga stupid.
You know me. Ay. 20. In the hustle since I've been around and turned a couple ounces to a bunch of mountains. Money building, wake up counting thousands when I drop my album money, 10 accounts. King Vision, I need a palace. I done did it all and never seen a challenge. Dirty money, y'all don't see no balance. Hope my God overlook my casino habits. I go get it while you dreaming happen. I've been trapping since the action figures. 10 lines for being masked up. If you come through flexing, might jack the nigga. You and me, we see a different life. You in the past, I see past you niggas. Pitching pills is my pastime. Since class picks, throwing gang signs. Since day one, been a jack boy for the day job. Northside nigga, war zone. Get your mind right, selling nigga dope, nigga throw, nigga open up my mouth, teeth glow, nigga whoa.
So man, you gonna start modeling?
Am I gonna start what?
you gonna start modeling? You don't really fit in the ugly rapper category.
I try not to.
That's not a good. There's a lot of very popular ugly rappers. I was having a conversation with 3D producer, and I was telling him, I was like, man, you know, it used to be a time that, you know, music was about image. I said, but now you think about Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi, where I'm like, them motherfuckers is ugly. It's like, Young Thug, you know, but as long as people like the music, I guess it don't matter no more. It's a different scope. But
as long as your hair look like a Skittles bag, you good on life.
Yeah, the colorful dreads and all that stuff is real popular. Shout out to my people, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I see you, C. Marie, Valerie Wynn, my sister Yucky, all y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the whole San Antonio, east side, west side, south side, northwest side, northeast, southwest, southeast,
North Central,
north central, all sides in between, everywhere. Shout out to the DJs. Shout out to the artists. Shout out to the whole city, everybody that's out here making things happen, man. I want to sit down with Vision, one of my favorite rappers. And, you know, somebody who I feel like has the potential to make it, but, you know, he way bigger than music, man. That ain't the only thing that he's about. But originally, that's how I know him. And you was on Real Talk before with Miss Jeans and when they was doing the Soul Plane.
Yeah,
not the Soul Plane. I said the
oh
Soul
wow,
Plane.
Trap
Plane. I'm sorry, Miss Jeans. The Trap Plane. And you was on the soundtrack to Trap Plane.
Yeah.
What song was that?
That was Never.
Never?
Never made it.
Yeah.
Don Vito had a song on there too. Shout out TOS.
Yeah, TOS. What's it called? The Southern Takeover? No, it's called
Takeover South.
Takeover. I was
South.
close.
Yeah.
I was close. Don't be mad at me, man. My memory is not that good. But shout out to Don Vito. Shout out to Chief Ali. all the TOS people, man. Shout out to was Cali on the song? He had another song on that.
What you mean?
On the Never song, or he was on another song.
No, Cali. As far as TOS.
No, it was on that. On his. I know he was on that soundtrack, but was he on your song or did he have his own song?
Oh no, he had his own song.
Okay.
He had his own song.
Shout out to Kyle though. My boy Vision, he was the first. He performed in the first Mala Luna. Ripped it last year in 2016. That was big. That was definitely big. How was that?
The first Money Luna, the first Mala Luna sold out like 30,000 tickets. So it was the first time I had ever seen 30,000 people in front of my face. You know what I'm saying? But it was really good, actually. It went really cool. I actually brought out Gabby A, which was really smart for me because she was like in high school at the time. She's still in high school. And it was like a smart reach out to the younger crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything went well for that. And I brought out Cali. So, yeah. No, that shit was cool.
I mean, a lot of people ain't ever performed in front of 30 people, so just 30,000 people, man. That had to have been amazing.
Shout out to Scoremore. Shout out to Scoremore, man.
Shout out to Scoremore. I apologize, people. His name is on Facebook is Kevin Hayden, but his
Faye.
Faye.
Faye. Faye. I already know you're talking about Faye.
Yeah.
Hey, nah, man, Faye does a lot for his city. Y'all really need to look into that. Look up a
Yeah.
dude named Kevin Hayden. He really helps out. He also has his own artist, Malat. I think she's based out of Austin.
Yeah.
And she does some really cool stuff too. Y'all should check her out.
He does a lot of promotion for her, so shout out to her. But man, 30,000 people. Did that make you want to take your shirt off?
Nah, man, it's really like I'm finally getting my moment type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it really felt. Cause like I had been with Score for years before that. Like I had been helping them with shows, selling tickets for them, for doing all kinds of stuff for years. Like so, Score I think was like the first big, real basis shows for San Antonio artists in a long time since what, maybe even Third Degree.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Malalona. I mean, it's not like Woodstock, but definitely for us to get a.
It was definitely like
Yeah.
Woodstock. Yeah. Nah, but for real though.
And
that
then
shit was really
the
cool.
artists they had good artists too. They didn't have like no, you know what I'm saying? This year they had Wayne, they had Future, they had the Migos. So you talking about big name artists, you ain't just talking about, some underground artists that been washed up for the past, 10, 15 years. But real quick, and I know we kind of discussed it before, at least, you probably remember, but me and Vision was locked up together. I don't know if that's something he's proud of. I'm not proud of. I didn't know who he was. One of my guys, KC, he would always be talking about him. Oh man, Vision, Vision, oh man, he go hard, and yada yada yada, man. I'm like, I don't know the cat. I mean, if you know me, y'all know how I be. If I don't personally know you and people are talking about you, I feel like I should know you. And I had never heard of him. I would see him on a unit, you know what I'm saying? He was cool. He wasn't trying to be, something that he wasn't. And then I come home and I see, he got saying Afghanistan.
Saying Afghanistan, by the way.
saying Afghanistan.
For anybody that got trouble pronouncing that, it's saying Afghanistan.
Saying Afghanistan. And, he had a couple other songs that I seen on YouTube videos that was going hard. So I was proud of him. I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So then I see other moves that you making, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, more people need to be fucking with Vision. So how did you feel making that transition from coming from prison, state jail, to coming out and doing your thing and making something happen? Matter of fact, how did that work? How did that happen?
Okay, when I originally got out, I had a bunch of music written, and I couldn't, I made beats, but I couldn't make beats in prison, so I'm sitting there beating on the table the whole time, trying to make the shit work and shit, you know what I'm saying? But when I get home, I finally got all the laptops in front of me, and I started doing all this music, and I did what I had to do to get the money to put myself in the places I needed to be, you know what I'm saying? And that helped a lot more people find me. Originally, I think the first big jump for me, I was doing Score More shows at first, but the first big jump for me was Ice Rounds. Ron Hicks did the first battle of the bands for $5,000, and I went out there, and there was all these teams, and there's full of 5, 6 people at a time, and this and that. And I went out there just off pure me, Northside shit, and all the people that I knew, and we went out there and won. So people started sharing my pictures a lot and stuff like that, and then Kyle found me. And then when Kyle found me, he was like, hey man, I like your stuff. That shit goes hard. I was like, yeah man, been a fan since 13, come through. So Kyle comes through, and then I was like, hey man, I've been working on this. You know what I'm saying? I showed him the beat first, and I started spitting my verse live, and then we get San Afghanistan together, and then that shit was beautiful. Honestly, at the time, I feel like San Antonio's music scene was really dead. There wasn't really much happening.
Don't
at
say
the
that
time.
too loud, man. You obsessed.
No. See, that's the problem. A lot of people aren't proud of what they did, or maybe that's the problem with San Antonio. There's a lot of people that aren't willing to say the things that they contributed, or willing to take credit for things that they did. Nah, man, if you did something out here, take credit for that shit, because I know damn well what I did.
I'm putting in my resume later on there, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? For real. But Kyle found me. I showed him some Afghanistan, and by the next day he had a verse. He was like, "Yo, man, let's do this." Woo. So I showed him this Houston studio I was going to. It's called Barron Studios out in Houston. I already had an engineer and everything. We start going out there. We drop San Afghanistan. Shit starts rumbling, back and forth, everything, and we start getting booked in shows here, out of town, all kinds of places. And we even had like promoter friends that were putting us on shows, like even out of town, like in other states, like the Mississippi show we did with Lil Wayne. And to me, I was like already there. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
sitting here open up for Lil Wayne in Mississippi. Like, what more do you want? You know? Like, and then Mala Luna came, and it was like Scoremore showing me love for everything that I had ever did for them, which was cool. So like in San Antonio, things have kind of come full circle for me. Like I've done everything I could to make sure that San Antonio went on further, and that's why we're having the show at Bar 23 tonight. That's why y'all need to be here.
Shout out to Bar 23. Shout out to Hurricane RG is my guy. That's why the first thing that comes to my mind. But Vision got a show tonight at Bar 23. Make sure y'all go check it out. You know, this is a going away show.
Yes, sir.
This is a going away. We'll get more into that. So you come home, you start making all these moves, you perform for Lil Wayne. A lot of people, especially come from where we come from, you know, they have these dreams and say, oh man, when I get out, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna be rapping, I'm gonna be going this. And a lot of times that never happens. But you actually came out here and made something happen. And I'm saying this because I know this, because like I say, KC would always be talking about you, and people, you know, people that knew you from the unit would be like, oh man, you know, Vision, he be rapping in the dorm. And I wasn't hearing you rap, you know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing you, know, I'm seeing the child hall or whatever the case may be. So when I come home and I see you doing your thing, I'm like, okay, he really stuck to the plan that he, you know.
Hey, you know what's funny? Y'all probably don't know this. Me and Dude actually talked. He might not even remember this. One time, we was on like some stupid ass kind of lockdown in the unit, and they had like to space out commissary. So they had different buildings going to like commissary at different time. He was right in front of me, right when we were going to commissary and shit like that. We chopped it up for 5 minutes, and we was talking about the free world and all that shit. And I was like, hey man, you're Alvin Perry, don't you do comedy?
I probably don't remember.
Yeah, no, that really happened. We was out there by like the batting cage, down the bowling alley by
Yeah.
commissary and shit. Yeah.
But you know, it was because so many people say they gonna do X, Y, and Z, and they never get out and do it. To see you actually get out here and doing your thing, that was real big to me, because again, I hear it all the time. Because I'm telling people, when I get out, I'm gonna get back on the comedy. I'm gonna start doing T-shirts. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. And I came home and I did those things because I believe in me.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the most important thing, is to believe in yourself. So you telling me, oh, I did a show with Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we went here, we did shows here. To me, that should be the goal. You know what I'm saying? The goal is to carry San Antonio and take it further. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So many people are so caught up in I'm the best in the city, I'm the best at this club, I'm the best on this side of town or whatever. But how do you feel when you see a little list? You know, I put up lists. I've said things about the local scene.
Here's how I really feel about any list that I get tagged in, which I probably do get tagged in a lot. The way I really feel about it is like, okay, so let's say Mala Luna won. That's just something I've seen with my own face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen that with my own eyes. That brought out 30,000 people. 30,000 people is what percent of San Antonio? One.
Yeah.
Maybe one. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to be tagged on these lists, it's like, yo, man, like, you touched a whole lot of people, and, like, you had a great year. You did some cool stuff and this and that. But we have a whole city out there.
Yeah.
We have an entire city out there that is not even, the other 99% is what? Where are they?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Trying to figure out who these people are.
Where are they when Chris Polk has a show? Where are they when Cali has a show? Where are they when Duke has a show? Where are they when P. Fish has a show? Where are they when all these other people have shows? Like, that's my question. Like, where's everybody at when Yoda has a show? If people, like, there shouldn't even, to me, no disrespect to anybody, a lot of people have put in a lot of work. A lot of people have put in a lot of work. But until we tap in to a bigger percentage of San Antonio, we ain't really touching shit. And that's real. Sorry.
Well, I've always told people that a lot of people don't promote to other sides of towns. And I'll just use my side of town. From the east side, there's not too many people from the east side that go to the southwest side or go to the west side or go to even the north side, north central, and promote their music, try to pass out their music, try to grab fans. They assume that because a couple of people like they post on Facebook that might be from another side of town that, oh yeah, I got 2 Mexican fans or whatever the case may be. You got to think about that again. I used an example the other day about platinum and going gold. About gold is 500,000 copies, platinum is 1 million. It's about I think it's 4 to 6 million people in Houston. You know what I'm saying? But Slim Thug ain't sold 1 million records, so the percentage that he getting is small because he ain't just getting Houston. He's getting people from over here, people from over here, people from over here. But if you're trying to get a city fan base, you could get a fan base of just a fan base, not come to a concert, a fan base of 50,000 people. Because if you sell SoundScan 50,000 records in a certain region, that's almost like you didn't win platinum, you didn't win gold. They started looking at that like, hold on, this person can sell this many records just in this general area right here.
It's the same numbers. It's the same numbers.
So if he can sell this many records here, then maybe we can get him to sell this many records here and here and here. These people start doing the math. But so many people so caught up in, oh, I got fans, the East Side love me. No, just a small percentage of the East Side love you.
One thing we had talked about right before we had started this, a lot of people drop tapes out here, man. And I'm not discouraging anybody to drop their project. I feel like if you have some dope shit, always say it. But check this out, man. If your dream is to be bigger than San Antonio and you don't have a plan for your tape is going to stay in San Antonio.
Exactly.
That's facts, man. So if you're not willing to go out and get that trophy and bring it back home, then I don't know what's happening, honestly.
And y'all got to know that people going to hate on y'all. Somebody going to be like, I know somebody hear him talking about 30,000 people. Oh, they didn't come to see you though. They came to see such and such. At the end of the day, performing in front of 30,000 people that came to see Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, and you being there to be performing in front of them people that came to see them is way bigger than 30 people, you know what I'm saying, that probably didn't know who you was either, and looking at you like, who is he? You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna start, people, they look you up. You know what I'm saying? They, oh, who is Vision? They want to know who you are and things of that nature, and then they want to check out your music. Now, I use Chris P as an example because I followed this whole little escapade with the chain snatching thing. People was checking out his music.
Of course. Hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, people want to know who he was and things of that nature. So even if people originally was like, man, fuck this whole ass nigga, he said chain everything else, he put music out there for people to listen to at the same time they was mad, they was hating, to give an opinion. You know what I'm saying? To say, fuck that nigga music, or I like that nigga music, or whatever the case may be, or yeah, you did some whole ass shit, but you jamming. So, they gonna get over that chain shit, and then they might, okay, well, this nigga got some good music though. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. So when you perform in front of all these people, and they gonna start looking you up and trying to find your music, and they start liking your music, even if you don't get all 30,000 people, 1,000 people was more than you had before you hit that stage.
Really though.
And that's the most important thing, because if you take 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 500 here, 20 here, 2,000 here, all that adds up to the numbers that you want, to where people like Zero and Jeezy and all these dudes, that when they drop records, they have a core fan base that buys their music. So off the rip, they getting 100,000 sold. They getting 200,000. Off the rip, they buying their music. They don't even really technically need a deal. But where you at right now?
Right now, I'm in the middle of seeing that somebody's gonna have to go get the trophy to bring it home, because we're in the middle of having a place with no outlets. Let me ask you something. How many people do you know in San Antonio rich enough to change your life with your music? Let me ask you another question to follow that. Out of those niggas that you know, how many niggas have done it, and how many years have you been out here? Say it again for the people in the back. How many niggas do you know that are rich enough to change your situation off the talent that you have? Again, how many people out of those people have done it yet?
They talked about it.
How many times you go anywhere and you hear somebody talking about some out of town radio station, how it was so much liver than ours? Why is that? You want to know who owns our radio station?
Univision.
Univision. Guess who owns Univision? The same people that own Telemundo.
Yeah.
Guess who don't give a fuck about the locals? Take a wild guess. Take a wild fucking guess. Nah, y'all didn't think I was gonna be real. Yeah. Well, guess what? They don't give a fuck about us. They give a fuck about top 40.
Yeah.
They give a fuck about that billboard. And guess where that gets us? Nowhere. Nowhere.
I wrote an article about it. Shout out to the Times newspaper. Everybody complains about 98.5. Skinny P got a song called Fuck 98.5.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the 98.5 is not.
98.5 has showed me love, but how much? That's my question.
Yeah, they definitely not built to support local artists. And the thing about this is, and I've said this many times before, technically you can't compare Houston to San Antonio, not because of Houston being that much different from San Antonio. The thing about Houston is you look at Paul Wall, you look at Slim Thug as local artists because they're from there, but they've had record deals. They went platinum, they went gold, so it's nothing for them to play their music on the radio, even if they're not at that position no more. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes in Houston that's not getting played. It's a lot of dudes in Dallas that got music out that's not getting played. But we are not at that advantage to where we've had people with record deals that went platinum, that went gold. We don't have little flips. You might have somebody rap better than Flip. You might have somebody rap better than Slim Thug. You might have somebody rap better than Paul Wall or whatever the case may be. We don't have a Jay Prince here. So you don't have the same thing that's pushing the culture forward. And they're saying, oh, well, so-and-so got a deal and he went platinum, he went gold, or he had this particular song or whatever the case may be. But those people have had something, so that's how their music be to get played, because they look at it like, well, Slim Thug was hot 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He had the check up on it with Beyonce. You know, he was on the remix of that song, whatever the case may be. I mean, we don't have a Beyonce. So,
let me ask you something. If you blow up, if you do the same kind of numbers I do, and here in San Antonio right now in Atlanta, what's gonna happen? There's a 50-50 chance that Future, Jeezy, Thug, Pee Wee Longway, a long list of niggas could hop on your track if you leave it in the studio. If you blow up in San Antonio, in Houston, let's take Houston right now. There's a 50-50 chance that Zero, Slim Thug, Sauce Walker, somebody from Houston, maybe even Travis, rare chance that it's Travis, will hop on your song if you leave it in the studio. If you blow up in San Antonio right now, and you leave your track in the studio, the same numbers I'm doing, where will you be?
yeah.
That's me keeping it 1,000. That's me keeping it 1,000.
And that's another thing. You know, we don't have the producers. When I say this, the talent is there. It's not about talent. Like, oh, can so and so rap better? Can somebody produce better? Whatever. It's about the name. I've seen Marvin Shirley just joined, and he was posting about Metro Boomin. We don't have a Metro Boomin. So if you ain't got that producer that got that name out there, they got the hits out there already, that can, say, hey, look, I can make a phone call and put so-and-so on this remix. It's not going to get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You think about McConan. Drake jumped on going up on a Tuesday. Now, McConan ain't really did nothing before then or after then. And then you ain't really heard from McConan since then. You know what I'm saying? But that was big for him because, it would have still been a hot song, but Drake made it hotter. You know what I'm saying? He heard the song, oh, I want to get on that. But then you even think about Drake when it was a time when people wasn't fucking with Drake. Drake, ended up it don't seem like it was the right hands because it was, Jazz Prince. But Jazz Prince led him to, Lil Wayne. And next thing you know, now we talking about Drake. Now we talking about the biggest artist in the last 10 years. We don't have a Manny Fresh. We don't have a Dr. Dre. We don't have a Timbaland. We don't have these producers of Swiss Beats or Metro Boomin or Southside or 40 or whoever the top producers is right now, that's producing these tracks, and they able to get you, they want to work with you, or they able to get you on songs with other people. I don't know if y'all remember when Slim Thug came out, and he came out with the "I ain't here to trick or treat, I ain't here to fix your feet, I ain't heard of that." Pharrell had originally made that track for Jay-Z. That track was done. Jay-Z didn't like the verse. He didn't like that track, so he gave it to Slim Thug. That's why you have a remix with Jay-Z, and you have the original with Slim, or you have the Slim Thug version of the song. But Jay-Z don't like the song, so he didn't want his verse attached to no video or no radio or nothing like that. But if you go look up like the remix, you'll hear the Jay-Z version of that, because it was originally Jay-Z's song. But that was still good for Slim Thug, because Pharrell was like, shit, I got a song that Jay-Z didn't want. And you might not even use Jay for the video, but bam, you can use it on the mixtape or something like that. And whoop, there it is. Now, Slim Thug got a song with Jay-Z. How many Texas artists besides Scarface got a song with Jay-Z? UGK. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many, so that's a good thing to do. Like I said, but we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, because somebody asked, how can we fix it? How do you think we can fix that?
How do I think we can fix that? First of all, we need to start our own radio station, one not owned by Univision. No disrespect to 98.5. I know they're doing everything they can in their power. More power to them. I hope they break more free than they can, or more free than they have. First off, we need our own blog, like Say Cheese, some shit like that. Like, I want to say they're out in they started out of Texas, did they not?
I want to say Prairie View. I think he's originally from Atlanta, though.
Well, they started out of Prairie View. The point
I
is,
think Prairie View. Or Dallas, one of them. Don't give me the line.
no, but really, we need like our own outlets. Like, there's no outlet that touches other people outside of San Antonio, or even people in all the people in San Antonio. So, like, if there's no thing that's like linking us all together, we'll forever be spread apart.
Yeah,
that's my best wish for San Antonio, honestly.
People are so stuck on hating, and when I say hating, what I mean is not people actually hating, but people saying, "Oh, I got haters, somebody hating on me." Man, you got to push forward. Everybody don't like you. Everybody not gonna like your music. This is as simple as that. A lot of people don't like Lil Yachty. A lot of people don't like Lil Uzi Vert, but that don't mean that they not gonna do numbers. They don't mean they're not gonna do nothing, because again, this is a large city in retrospect, but you're not gonna get all 2 million people. That's not gonna happen, because this is a Hispanic city, so you're gonna get Tejano and Rock. So unless you're gonna do one of them two, you're wasting your time. Didn't Blake just get signed? That hasn't been confirmed or denied.
Actually, I don't want to confirm that, because I don't know the nigga personally. Never even had a real conversation with Blake, but he definitely posted a picture from his Instagram. He definitely got signed, but he's also definitely not living in San Antonio anymore.
Yeah.
Just to answer that question.
And I'm gonna say this because this is just my personal belief. I'm not saying that he see you tonight that he not gonna do nothing. He's in that same wave with the mumble rappers. So if that, Chris said, is confirmed. So if that dies down, then I think he'll die down with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just my honest belief. But I do like some of the stuff that he's done. I think Chris was the one that had put me on him, and I went and checked out some stuff. And, my critique was the videos. But other than that, I'm not a big fan of his partner, Mateo's son. I think he sucks.
I don't know anything about this. Just want to be clear on that.
But I'm not, just because I think you suck don't mean that you're not popular, because you definitely got some shit going. But I don't
know anything about it. Just want to be clear. Nah, because on the cool, man, I don't really know Mateo's son like that either. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit here and say I don't rock with dudes.
The opinions of Alvin Perry are not those of Vision. So
yeah,
if y'all want to be mad at somebody, be mad at me. But before, you want to talk about your move to California?
Oh yeah, man, I'm definitely going out to California and having a good old motherfucking time. They just recreationalized weed, so basically you can walk in that home and buy it anywhere. Let me just get that out the way, first of all. But second of all, really, there's a lot more opportunity out there. And it means way more to actually, like, let's say if I played on the radio station in LA right now, there's an actual chance I get picked up. Let's just be real about that. There's a way bigger chance I get picked up playing on a radio station in LA than in San Antonio. Because y'all don't even like the radio station in San Antonio. So,
It's only
like,
playing my car with the kids in the car.
you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. But on the cool, man, like, I really want the most for San Antonio. That's the only reason I would leave to go get the trophy anyways. Because other than that, why the fuck else would I be doing this shit, man?
Yeah.
I'm repping the same shit I did since day one. I've been repping the same shit I did since I got out. So it's like, really, in all actuality, all I do is for us.
And California in general has so many markets. I mean, you got Oakland. I mean, you got the Bay in general. You know what I'm saying? So you got so many markets to be heard, to get your music out there. And again, they have producers, they have DJs, they have artists that you may not even heard of. Like, I'm gonna tell you somebody I like that a lot of people don't really talk about. He reminds me of Moneybagg Yo, just a West Coast version, but Filthy Rich. He's out of Oakland, I believe. But he's definitely out the Bay, but Filthy Rich, you know what I'm saying? He got some good music. That's who I like on the West Coast right now. If I was listening to anybody's music, it'd be Filthy Rich. I heard Vince Staples got a good CD. But just in general, if you go out there, or Atlanta, New York, there's so many different markets that you could, market yourself in, and you could, because they just got so much more than we do. At the end of the day, if you start talking music in Texas, people gonna say, "Oh, Austin is the live musical, what they call it,
Austin is supposed to be Texas musical capital of America, some shit like that.
the live music capital of the world, or whatever the case may be." You know what I'm saying? And then
Austin going through the same shit we are.
exact same.
Believe that. I have a lot of Austin people on my Facebook. They just had a beef over a fucking list. Some nigga made a list over the top 20 rappers in Austin, Texas, and them niggas had a fit.
Shout out to King Solo. You know what I'm saying? I know King Solo go hard. I know he wasn't on that list either. Austin Martin was, though. Austin Martin was doing
Shout
this
out
thing.
Austin Martin, Tony Brigante, Xavier. Bankroll A should have been on that list too, but he's in San Antonio now. I can't even be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? You done lost one. But also shout out to Mona Lisa Music Group. Nobody ever talks about them. Them niggas go hard as fuck. Shout out Robot. Shout out Shirt Off Fee. Shout out fucking. A lot of people don't even know about Austin.
Yeah, Austin. They be having their little scene going. Just you gotta become a part of that scene. But yeah, man. I mean, how long? I mean, that's a permanent move to California.
As long as it takes.
As long as it takes.
As long as it takes, man. Honestly, I'll probably be back and forth to some extent, you know what I'm saying? Because this is home, and there'll always be money out here for me, you know what I'm saying? But, like, at the end of the day, man, if anybody going out here to go get if we can obviously sit here and point out the fact that nobody here is going to put us on or try to put us on to fucking make the right moves to make this shit happen, or nobody knows how to make this shit happen, then somebody has to go do something.
Yeah. What about, I was thinking that, because I know that Paul Fisher is in California right now. I don't know if that's a permanent stay for him, or he just out there making moves. But shout out to Paul Fisher.
He probably out there as long as it takes too.
Man, I had an opportunity to go out there and do some comedy a couple of years ago, but looking back, I wasn't ready, and I'm glad I didn't go because I probably would embarrass myself. But then again, at the same time, sometimes you gotta make them moves. And I'm not gonna lie, me personally, I've always been afraid. Not to actually do it, but financially I wasn't situated, and I don't want my girl to be trying to take care of me while I'm out here trying to do these things. And then looking back, while I'm at comedy-wise, I think I'm more conditioned to go out and do some things now than I was then. Because then I was just, I'm just me, but I didn't have that niche down, you know what I'm saying? To read the crowd, to know what they like. Now I can read the crowd. Shout out to the new Illuminati. Shout out to my boy J-Boy IQ, Marvin Shirley, Josh. Is it Josh? Goodman, old boy. Everybody over there, man. Shout out to Question also. You know what I'm saying? All the people that, fuck with new Illuminati in some shape, form, or fashion. And shout out to you, man. I appreciate you letting me get this interview. You always hit me up, let me know what you got going on. I was like, hope this nigga do not tell me no.
Nah, of course not, man.
And I wish you the best, man. But real quick, is there some artists that you wanted to work with that you haven't got a chance to work with in this city?
That's a good one for on the spot. Yoda. Me and Yoda actually don't have any tracks together. We've done so many shows together. We were supposed to kick it and chill so many times. Some shit always came up. Yoda, number one.
He was on the Starship Enterprise. I mean, I said the
wow.
Starship Enterprise. I didn't got the movie.
Wrong
He was on the
movie,
Star Wars.
Yoda for one. Me and Duke actually have somewhat of a tape together, kind of. We have like some shit, and it was just like left uncontinued, but we have some shit. We got to finish that. Me and Sosa and Chris P actually have a track I never dropped. That's pretty hard. I actually have a lot of undropped music, which is why it's hard to sit here and not say people's names because I still want to work with them because I haven't dropped the music I have with them yet. But Live's on the way home. I would love to produce Live's next tape. That'd be dope. Question. I just sent a beat to him the other day. Shit, man. Honestly, I feel like it's one way or another I've linked up or am linking up. Oh, Cinco, Northside shit. Somebody find Cinco. I don't know where that nigga's been at, but yeah, no, he needs to come back and rap. Taiwan need to come back and rap.
Taiwan fucking be killing shit.
I only have a song with Chief Ali because he's in jail, technically. Because
my cousin said that Drake, which is funny. You don't know how funny that is, but that is hilarious.
Drake ain't gonna do what I'ma do. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say that right now. No, I'm playing. No, but real shit. As far as like people I still like to work with, I guess time will tell, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when I leave and I really start making moves for us, I guess the people you see me around will really be the people who kind of gravitated towards me and stuff that I try to do. Because I promise you, I'm not leaving here on the bullshit. I'm definitely about to make some shit pop, and that's how it goes.
Two artists in the industry that you would jump in the studio with right now.
Two artists in the industry I'll jump in with right now: Future and Travis.
Travis Scott.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know about Travis Scott, but Travis Scott is he's the Kanye West of Houston right now. You know what I'm saying? He's my cousin. That said, somebody asked a question. I think it was somebody named Brandon. He said, "Do you think the producers not doing their job or something like that? Not the producers, the promoters." He said, "Y'all think the promoters holding us back?"
Do I think the promoters are holding us back? That's actually a funny question. Now, the only reason I said that's funny is because everyone holds the same power as a promoter. If you have money in your pocket and you see some music that you like going on out there, if you know an artist is doing good and you care about the shit that much, you could book that artist and you could promote the show. There's really no say-so as to who's a promoter and who's not. So anybody could get up off their ass and do this shit at any time. Really, though. It's not like impossible. I've sat here and done it for my friends when they open clubs and shit like that. So anybody can really be a promoter. The question is, who's going to help us take it further? That's really the question. I wouldn't put it on the promoters because anybody could be a promoter, really.
And just an FYI, a lot of these promoters don't have no money. The club owners have the money. And they not as, Pablo or, as outgoing as the promoters that they hiring. So, the promoter that you see are the face of the owner's money. You know what I'm saying? You think that these dudes really...
Hey,
I ain't gonna shit on nobody. I'm just telling you.
Quick shout out to Frankie Martinez on Facebook, Toy, and Ron Hicks. They have always paid niggas.
I seen a post from Ron Hicks the other day.
He's back in Yoda.
He was shouting out Yoda play,
that shit.
and I think it might have been you. I know he and what's the dude's name? Up with the Clan. He had shouted those out. He was saying he had gave an opinion about something. But shout out to my boy. Kid Boots, X7, man, he got a new album out. I'll get with you in a minute. We could talk about that. Also, this was brought to you by Snapback Taxes. If y'all need y'all taxes done, man, go to Snapback Taxes.
Get your money.
Get your money. It's you know, I don't want to just say a black-owned business support a black-owned business, because if you're not black, you probably don't give a fuck about that. But man, it's, you know, it's a business that's trying to do something. They're trying to help people. So if you need your taxes done, you know, go like the page. You know, go hit them up and get your taxes done. And you know, you could get some money just by helping somebody else. Tell them Alvin sent you though. But we appreciate Vision. I don't know if y'all his friend on Facebook, but his name is Shannon McWashington on Facebook. McWashington like McLovin, but without the 11, with Washington at the back of it.
Like that.
He got videos on YouTube. You got music where?
Right now, my SoundCloud usually does the most numbers per day. SoundCloud.com/EYEAMVision. I am Vision. YouTube, I only have one song on my channel. It's the sleep video, but I still have the Afghanistan video up. The other shit video, and there's another song with Blake on there and Piff Boys and all that shit, and they got like 100,000 views too.
The Piff Boys.
I don't know what happened to them. I haven't seen them in a while.
They had a video on World Star a couple of months back, which I didn't like it. Well, it's not that I didn't like I didn't like the video. The song is totally different. But I didn't like the video. I thought
Did that Kasky in it?
Kasky.
The white dude from Young Money?
I can't remember. They was sitting on a patio, it was like it was a vacant lot.
Nah, because they be fucking with him a lot. That's why I asked. Yeah.
They also known for posting fake money.
Oh, well, there goes that. Also, the opinions of Alvin Perry are not the opinions of Vision. I don't know about that.
I don't know these cats personally, but I know for a fact on 2 occasions they done got caught posting illegal.
You gonna get me in trouble, bro.
They done got caught posting fake money on social media, man. Look, stop that. Stop buying that fake money, man, and posting it. I don't know who Minus Gravity is, but apparently they got signed to Capitol Records.
Shout out to them.
They also posted a picture. They with that.
Oh, wait a minute, Minus Gravity. That's
they got
BDS Monsters. The original BDS Monsters.
so.
Isn't that Minus Gravity
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Yeah, they're out in LA too. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. That's what's up.
I seen them making some moves. Man, shout out to everybody out there making moves. It's not complaining. It's not let anybody hold them back. Man, it's doing whatever they want to do, and they satisfied with it, whatever they doing. Again, man, ain't nobody gonna believe in you like you. You know, unless you gonna find somebody with some money to put some money behind you and to take you to the next level and introduce you to somebody and, you know, to knock on the doors and things of that nature. You got to keep on working. You got to keep on grinding. You're going to have to take chances that other people might not take. And if you may be homeless, you may have to sleep in your car, eat sandwiches, whatever the case. But it must be done to get to that next level. And you got to ask yourself, are you willing to do that? I hear so many stories about people having to go through certain things before they get to that next level. And if you're not willing to do it, then it's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? Live your life, keep it going. But if you're willing to do that, be satisfied with whatever choice that you make. And, you know, don't let nobody discourage you and try to tell you, oh, you ain't doing nothing. Because truth be told, anybody, my boy Taylor, he always talks about, you know, moving to Atlanta. And I hope he make that move because that'll be satisfying to him. It might not do a motherfucking thing for me. You know what I'm saying? But as long as he happy, I'm happy for him because I know I can call him, I know I can email him, and if I need something, that, you know, he gonna look out for me. So satisfied. So shout out to anybody that's waking up one day and say, you know what? I'm finna make this move. I'm finna do whatever I gotta do to brand me. And that's what my guy Vision is doing. He's going out to California, going out to LA. So we hoping to see and hear big things from you. Any shout outs?
Shout out my nigga Cali, first of all, as always. Man, I just want to say a lot of people may have mixed opinions or different types of shit about the way I rock with dude, but I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Ain't nobody else help me in that point of my life like I need to do. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So nobody can ever question that. That's my mentor. Before Kylie, nothing was even for sale. Y'all niggas couldn't get a beat or no studio time or a feature out of me. So thank Kylie for that. Second off, man, shout out to everybody doing some real big shit in the city right now. There's a lot of people that actually put on a great fucking show right now by themselves.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
For real, for real. For real, for real.
Oh, you talking about rappers? I'm sorry. I thought he was done.
Nah, man. A lot of people sleep on the comedy section. We need more fucking comedy, man. There's more people trying to do comedy now, and I really appreciate that shit too. Like, for real, for real. Like, Pierre Melvin.
Cater.
Oh, shout out to Kato. That nigga just beat cancer. Hell yeah. Fuck life. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck life. Life tried to fuck you. Fuck life, nigga.
That's my guy, man.
That's what's up. Fucking, nah, but for real shit, shout out to everybody, man. If anybody got love for me, come to Bar 23 tonight. We'll show all the love you can find there. Come through the Bar 23 tonight, man.
It's your boy AP, Too Real TV is Vision. 2018, I told you, I'm not talking about nothing. I'm going to do it. So you're not going to hear from me unless I'm doing it. So we're not talking about no pull-up interviews unless I'm pulling up and the live is already going.
You definitely pulled up on me. We in the car.
We sitting in the car right now.
Got kilograms, bitches on my dick, that's Povo. Squad full of plugs, nigga, no drop. 20 got the yabba, that's a no-brainer. Make a nigga miss homie if he act wrong. From the third coast, sir, got me cloud nine. We was running around yelling out plug like, whoop a nigga in the club, get the club hype. Pass the pills round, show him what the drugs like.